is very different from our human way of thinking. God's logic is that He humbled Himself. He humbles Himself in the first place. He kneeled Himself, becoming a human man. Divinity coming down, becoming a human being, and as a human being, He humbled Himself. He humbled Himself, giving His life in the cross. He gave everything in the cross, but the end for Jesus, His goal was not the cross, but eternity, heaven. He's a winner. The cross for us Christians is a road, is a path, but the goal is heaven and the resurrection. The logic of God manifested itself in the Old Testament when the chosen people of God went through the desert, the sufferings of the desert, but their goal was the promised land, not the desert or the sufferings. Christ Himself, Paul writing to the Philippians, he said, God, Lord Himself, died in the cross, but God the Father glorified Him, and His name is the greater name in heaven and in earth. As Christians, we have to pass over from suffering to happiness, from darkness to light, from sadness to the real joy of the Spirit. Blessed are those who suffer. In our human logic, who wants to suffer? Blessed are you who suffer? Or we're suffering because we're being patient. We're suffering because we love one another. We're suffering because we want to be loyal to God's commandments. And God gives a promise, blessed are you who suffer, because you're going to be happy in heaven. And you're going to be happy here on earth because you're giving yourself for the benefit of others. Blessed are those who are humble. Being humble is not being stupid. Being humble is recognizing that the good things that we have come from God. Sometimes we're very proud that we have many virtues, we have many talents, but everything that we do or work for is because we are working for it. And sometimes we forget that the virtues and the good things that we have are gifts that come from the hands of God. And our defects, the bad things that we have, those come from us. And it's very hard for us to recognize the good things coming from God and the bad things coming from our own hearts and thoughts. Being humble is sometimes looking ourselves in the mirror and laughing because we recognize our own virtues and our own weaknesses. Happy are those who are humble because you get or receive the gifts from the Spirit and you know where you're stepping. A humble person knows where he's standing. And sometimes when we're very proud of things and then we see our neighbors we stand from a point of view that we see them as low, we see them, and when we're not humble, we tend to judge. Judging the neighbor is the contrary or not being merciful. Happy are those who are merciful because they will receive the mercy from God. So judging, when we're not humble, we judge one another. We think that we're perfect. We think that we are very intelligent. We think that we're very good. And we don't recognize our own weaknesses. Happy are those who are poor in spirit because they're free to share the goods that come from God. Sometimes when we're selfish, We want to build our own things. We want to, what's the word for it? We want to save things for our own benefits, and we don't give things for the neighbor. Happy are those who share. Happy are those who are free from material things. Those are the poor of spirit. In the Beatitudes this Sunday, God is giving